What's going on, guys? It's Conducive Gaming here, and I am your host, Crehannn.
And I'm Axel's apprentice.
And today we're going to be discussing what happened at yesterday's Pokemon Direct.
Yeah. Holy shit, but also, really?
I mean, let's just cut right to the chase. It was kind of disappointing, but at the same time, I'm really fucking excited. I mean, and that's really the only way I can describe it.
Yes.
Quite frankly, I honestly didn't watch the first part of it. It's a 6-minute thing, and I just couldn't sit through it. I literally just skipped to where they released like new 3DS content.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so all right, here's Ultra Moon and is it Ultra Sun too?
They're both
Ultra.
They're both
they didn't even get creative with that, really.
No.
All right.
Just like Black and White all over again.
It's kind of ridiculous. And then I saw they were also releasing Gen 2 for the Virtual Console, which is nice. Now, my question is, I saw they were releasing for the Switch Pokemon Tournament Deluxe, or whatever it is.
DX, yep.
DX,
yep.
Deluxe. Is that just a remaster?
That's what I'm disappointed about. It's not a new game.
It's not. It is just a remaster.
It's essentially like Mario Kart 8. They added 5 new characters.
Okay.
And they added a 3v3 mode, but that's it. That's the only new thing in the game. And I don't even necessarily know what the 3v3 mode is. It says it's 3v3, but I don't know if it's like Marvel vs. Capcom style, where you switch in, which I'm assuming is what it is.
I would assume it's probably that's gonna. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But I mean, 5 new characters. I mean, that's kind of something cool to look forward to. But it's definitely not a reason to go ahead and get it.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to get the game again, so I'm going to purchase it anyway for that, and I would like to cover content on it. So, but with that being said, Darkrai's kind of overdue for this game for a Pokemon tournament, I think. So it's a smart move on them to add Darkrai in. Empoleon.
Okay, all right, that's good.
Decidueye.
Ooh. All right.
There was 5.
Yeah,
I can't remember who the other 2 are at the moment, unfortunately. But
I'm sure we'll add them into that.
Yeah. Which, again, Empoleon. And I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I don't want to, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Empoleon.
Spit it out. Man. Spit it out.
Diamond Pearl.
That's the biggest disappointment of it. And honestly, if they had came in and were like, guys, we're remastering Gen 4, I would have said the entire thing was a success.
Yeah,
and it's really it.
Honestly.
I mean,
yeah.
I
tell them the thing you told me.
Oh yeah, I was looking at a picture of the Direct, and in the background when they're speaking, on the shelf is all the Pokemon games, and Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum are missing.
Hint number 2.
Interesting.
I'm just gonna come out and say it, and I already told you this, and I told Intrepid this. Unfortunately, he's gonna join us tonight, but I think they're saving it for E3.
And that'd be smart on their part, because I mean, they got to have some sort of presence there.
Mm-hmm.
And
aside from the games we already know about, of course.
Yeah. And it's smart on Nintendo to be like, hey, hold that for then, make them wait a little bit.
Yeah.
Throw some hints if you can, which is what I think they're doing.
Yeah.
But
so yeah, that's the disappointing part. But I still have hopes, and Pokemon Tournament is kind of disappointing in itself, just because I wish it was a new game. Yeah, Krogunk and
Caesar.
And Scizor, that's right.
Oh, Scizor's like, you're saying Darkrai's long overdue. Scizor's like...
Yeah, I just remembered that.
Scizor is like long overdue for this. And Krogunk being in there, that's kind of cool, but I don't know, why not Toxic Growth?
I don't know. I think they just wanted to splash it with
a basic.
Yeah. I mean, that's what Braxian was. A second first evolution.
First stage, I guess. Yeah.
So
I don't know. I mean, Krogan being in it's cool anyway. I mean, he has the
he looks
type and whatever it is.
From the trailer. I remember now. He actually looks pretty sick. The body has.
Oh really?
Yeah. I'll definitely try out all the new characters. See if any of them fit with me nicely. And...
Yeah, I honestly only remember a handful of times I even played Pokken.
The short period I had it, we played a little bit.
Yeah, and I cannot remember for the life of me who I even played. It's kind of sad, but
I was hoping when they said new Switch Pokemon game, I was hoping for, and I know I have high hopes for this, but I was hoping for the third installment of the Gale of Darkness series.
The XD. Oh my god! If we can get a third installment of that game, or I mean, even higher hopes, being that Pokemon decides to remove their head out of their ass and make a console Pokemon game.
Mm-hmm.
That, just like on the 3DS, just give me Pokemon Sun and Moon, but give it to me on a console. That's it.
That's it.
You don't have to do anything to it.
Nope. Nope.
That's all I want. Is that too much to ask for? You're competing with yourself at this point. Like, do I want a Switch or do I want a DS? Because Pokemon's a huge reason why I get a DS.
Right.
And it's probably a big reason why I don't have a Switch. I mean, it's just you're competing with yourself and splitting up the sales between two things. Sure, would you maybe sell a little less DSs if you were to release it on a Switch? Maybe. But your Switch costs more money and you're going to make up that margin anyway.
And plus, there's other people that still want to play the classic Pokemon games, so they'll still want the DS.
Exactly.
Hey, look, releasing Gold and Silver on a virtual console. You know?
Come back to me when it's Gen 3.
Yeah.
Come back to me when it's Gen 3 and I'll be all up on the virtual console. But I mean, Gold and Silver, great games.
Oh yeah.
But I know I would just play it and get real pissed off by the third gym.
Because milk tank.
The bovine whore.
The bovine whore. Oh man. I did not buy nearly enough Moo Moo milk for this battle.
I didn't. And I never did. But yeah, I mean, if they're saving for E3, that's one thing that I'm looking forward to. But other than that, I mean, the Direct, it was good. It was quick to the point. I mean, obviously, I only watched like 3 minutes of it.
Yeah.
But
usually the Directs go from 15 to 20 minutes. This one was only 8. So, I mean, a little disappointing in that sense. But at the same time, I'm also kind of pumped for Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon.
Yeah, we haven't actually even talked about that yet because we've been talking about how much they should do this and that and this and that. And hey, they're the ones with the fucking money.
Yeah.
No, honestly, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I mean, what's the deal here? I don't quite.
I'm confused. I'm not entirely sure.
Like, is it Solgaleo and Lunala?
Yes, but is
it like
it's almost like
primal almost?
Yeah, like a primal form of them, I guess.
Like I mean that's the best I can come up with, and I'm like, I don't know.
And I almost want to say this definitely seems like a black and white again. I think this is a Pokemon Sun and Moon too. I think which
is fine. And if you're gonna have like a Sun and Moon 2, sure. But it better not be, because I know they're saying that new Pokemon are coming as well. But if they're not going to release a whole new generation, I have a feeling that it's not going to be a whole lot of new Pokemon.
Right.
And I feel like they're able to say there's new Pokemon just because they weren't in the previous game.
And personally, I'm hoping for new Alolan forms, but we'll see.
If you give us new Alolan forms, if you give us a good few Pokemon.
Yeah.
You don't need to give us like a whole new generation's worth of 150 Pokemon. But if you give us like 30 Pokemon, totally cool by me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, and obviously I'm sure it'll all get leaked or spoiled or whatever before I even get to the game, but
right.
Something I'm looking forward to.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw new Ultra Beast too.
Ooh, new Ultra Beast. That's right.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm hoping, this is my hopes for the game. I'm hoping it's I'm not, in Sun and Moon they talked about, and I don't know how a lot of people feel about this. They talked about gyms in the game a couple times, and they talked about how different alone trials are just because there's no gyms. It's all the trials.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hoping that they bring gyms back.
Me too.
That might be just me. I don't know, but I want gyms back. That's what I didn't like that too much about Sun and Moon, honestly.
It was an interesting thing that they were trying to do, and I understand them trying to put a little bit of a Hawaiian culture into it and making it seem like it's more tribal and to that Hawaiian theme, the Hawaiian culture, but at the same time, it's like it took you 7 generations to try something different, and we're all so used to gyms, and no matter how many times you change the gyms or whatever, they're still Pokemon gyms. Like, they're still fight all these trainers, get to the gym leader, win a badge, move on.
Right. Yeah.
And the trials, it was different, and there wasn't like trainer battles throughout. There wasn't meticulously trying to avoid trainer battles if you could, and just skip right to the gym leader and call it a day. You had to go through the trial, through everything they told you to do, and then fighting the fucking totem Pokemons was always the biggest pain in the ass.
Oh my god, they were so annoying. It was so annoying.
I forget the one with Salazzle. I must have tried that battle like 3 or 4 times before I finally decided like to grind 18 levels over it. Like, I was just like, I can't do it anymore.
The one I had trouble was it actually really made me hate the Pokemon. Like, I actually hate the Pokemon now because of it. It's freaking Mimikyu.
Oh, the Mimikyu wasn't a huge deal with me. I mean, I don't like Mimikyu.
That and Wishy-Washy.
Wishy-Washy's a pain in the ass too.
Yeah.
Neat ability, but I mean, whatever. To each his own.
Yeah, like all I'm saying is, I hope in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, I would like to see the gyms come back.
I agree.
It would be nice to see gyms in that region. I think it'd be a nice little thing.
Be a nice touch, because it also felt like there wasn't a lot of like cities and towns and whatever.
Right.
It felt like it was all roots.
Yeah.
And whatever, because the trials didn't have to be right there in that town that you're going through. Something to think about. Hopefully it changes, but I mean, to see trials round 2, see if they can kind of tweak something to make it a little bit more bearable.
Mm-hmm. I would agree. Maybe do something a little different. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't entirely know what you would do different, but if you could tweak it and do something that maybe just a little bit different to kind of make it a little less agonizing to go through.
Mm-hmm. My thoughts exactly. Maybe new mounts will be added. Maybe they'll change the mounts. Maybe not necessarily new. They will do new things, but maybe they'll just change the Pokemon the mount is.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah, there's no reason why they couldn't. I mean, a ton of Pokemon can do exactly what Machamp or Charizard or whoever did.
Yeah.
They can all do it.
Yep. But there was definitely certain mounts that you got where you were like, all right, well, now I'm going to stop using this mount because there's no reason to.
Yeah, like all the time.
Like Sharpedo.
Yeah, you got Sharpedo and there was no need for Lapras anymore. You were like, but I like Lapras. And Sharpedo has rough skin, so why am I all of a sudden able to touch it all the time?
What is going on? I'm confused.
Yeah, I mean, that's really all I got to say on the whole subject.
Yep. Little lackluster, but overall pretty decent Pokemon Direct, I would say. Yeah,
I mean, like I said at the very beginning, a little disappointing, but I'm also pretty excited because, as always, it's Pokemon, and I love Pokemon, so I'm gonna get it regardless.
Honest, I'm gonna try every Pokemon game that gets released. So.
Exactly. It's not,
me and Crehannn will be at the midnight, and probably Intrepid too.
You can shit on a Pokemon like disc or like fucking game and just give it to me, and I'd be like,
fuck it.
Well, let's try it.
Yeah.
You know.
And if I want to, you know, complete my quest of catching them all, I'm probably going to end up downloading Gold and Silver just to be able to do that.
Yeah, I'll probably end up downloading at least one of them.
Yeah.
Probably both.
Yeah.
Most likely. I'm getting both.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, guys, there you have been Conducive Gaming. I am Axel.
And I'm Crehannn.
And we're signing out. Thank you, guys.